At that time, 1970s, early 1980s, people thought of Jews who wanted to immigrate. They regarded them as traitors.
She was my sister. Two KGB people came to our house. They found a taping machine that she was taping all the Hebrew, and that's it. It was enough. They took her to prison.
My friend Barbara, who lived just up the road, said, "We've got to do something about it." You know, as I said, what could I do with 4 kids in the bath?
We were 35-year-olds who were holding a hunger strike for a 35-year-old Jewess in prison in the Soviet Union.
The idea was a picture tells 1,000 stories, and when we had these wonderful pictures, people read about it.
We were a bunch of housewives, so that made us unique.
We called the press time and time and time again.
They said, more or less, go home and bake cakes, but in a nicer way.
Until one of the people answering said, "Oh, it's those 35s again." And we got a name.
The following morning, somebody got a call to say that Asa Palatnik's parents had been allowed to see her in prison.
Well, we couldn't stop. To be really effective, we had to get under the teeth of the Soviet government.
These women were a force.
We tried to stay within the law, but we were probably on the edge.
No one could control them. You could advise them, sure.
It started off with a few of us and grew, and then into Europe.
The Irish were wonderful, partly because of the Blarney.
We were able to emulate what they were doing and do it here.
There was I in my striped pyjamas and my bathing hat, marching up and down with my placard, 9 months pregnant.
Behind those thick walls, we knew that there are people fighting.
If not this group of 35 women, we all will be dead.
We were told to tell nobody. We had names and addresses. We were told under no circumstances to use taxis.
All the rooms were bugged. I hid the names and addresses in a face powder case in the hope that they would not be discovered.
I have a unique experience in my life when you're taken straight from hell to paradise in one day.
Natan Sharansky called for a demonstration of 400,000 people. At that exact moment, Gorbachev was meeting with Reagan, and Reagan said, "Mr. Gorbachev, there are 500,000 American citizens that are asking me to raise the issue of Jewish immigration from the Soviet Union."
I came out of that organization a changed woman.
It was inspirational. It was a very, very important part of our lives.
Actually, it was quite boring until the 35s came along.